YouTube, welcome to episode 17. This is the beginning of a new week. It's Monday. It is officially 12 weeks out, and for whatever reason in my mind, prep doesn't start until I'm 12 weeks out. It's silly, but I don't know why my mind kind of works that way. So I'm excited. I need to stop the extra snacking. I need to get more focused on other things outside of prep, which makes me focus in prep more. Not that I haven't been focused in prep, but when I focus on other life goals, it just kind of spills over into all aspects of my life. So there's that. I'm officially looking for a real job again to get back into corporate America, so I've been taking that more serious. So welcome to the episode. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video, please. And I think this morning I'm feeling a little bloated. I'm going to actually keep my trimmer on during my actual weight training, which I typically don't, but things are feeling a little rough over here and it's starting to feel real. So I need to get my shit together. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm done with my gym session. I've had meal one and now I'm about to start working for the day. I'm trying something new. I am coming home after the gym until I get a job, that is, and just go straight to work on TurnFit. This is precious time that I'm getting to work on my business, and it's truly a blessing. So I'm trying to do better at just taking more advantage of that. So instead of sitting in the bed and kind of watching my recordings and working at the same time, which ends up, because I'm trying to pay attention to two different things, taking me way longer. So I'm going to apply for jobs. I'm going to work on a blog. I'm recording for YouTube, and the new TurnFit business venture, I'm going to actually do some research and reach out and set up some appointments for hopefully this week. So there's that. But I made a post this morning and I wanted to talk about that a little bit more in depth. And basically my post is about people getting caught up in the hashtags of life, the 2020 hashtags, and not this year 2020 hashtag, and all of these goals and ambitious things that they're going to do in 2020, all behind these hashtags. And my point today was, and I'm guilty as charged, was I was also getting caught up in the hashtags, and then I would start feeling some kind of way as to why that motivation didn't last past that post. When I did a little reflecting this morning, I prayed in the silent per usual, and the word that kept coming to me was impressionable. And I looked it up, what the actual definition of the word is. And for me, my takeaway from my reflecting this morning was that I am just not genetically an impressionable person. And that's why I've always said, but not really thinking about it, I'm not bullying material. It's just not in my DNA. And from a business sense, from a marketing sense, from a business sense, all inclusive, I'm just not impressionable. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. And if I want it, I want it. Like if I have a dream and I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Now, that's not to say I can't be motivated. That's two separate things. I can hear a phrase or have a conversation and be motivated to be great that day, that week, that month, that year. It doesn't take a whole lot for me, and it's partly because my attention span just isn't there. It's a personality thing, I think. And instead of finding flaw in it, which is what I was starting to do, with 2020 up on us now, and it's the beginning of the year, and everybody with these New Year's resolutions, they were having all these profound moments and listening to all these self-help books and going to these speakers. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's your ministry. It's not mine. And I found myself getting annoyed, not listening, and it having the opposite effect. And then I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I not motivated? So then I had to just reflect and be like, I'm actually motivated. It just doesn't take all of that from me. And that, like, if your title is right in your self-help book, I've got all I need to be motivated for the next 6 months. I don't necessarily need to read the whole book. So those hours or days or whatever that it's taking me to read that book, that actually demotivates me. And that's not a bad thing. And because it sounds awful, I was feeling like that was a bad thing. Like I'm just not motivated, when I just had to think about it, like I'm motivated as hell. I just don't recall that. I'm just not an impressionable person, which if you are or aren't, it's not good or bad, it's what you do with that. And for me, literally, I've done a lot in life. I've never not been in a life space that I didn't want to be in. And again, that's because I'm just not an impressionable person. My happy comes first. So instead of beating myself up in the sauna this morning about not being motivated because I thought that's what it was, because I just didn't require all of this self-help stuff that people kept throwing at me and carrying on with this whole 2020 movement, it was actually just the opposite. So I'm saying that to say, if you're that kind of person, one person's stream of motivation just may not be yours, and that's okay, as long as you are productive and you're getting shit done. You don't have to get it done their way. Your walk doesn't have to be their walk. Sometimes this road may be a little bit more difficult or appear to be more difficult because of my personality, but that's my road. That's my journey. That's what it takes to motivate me. So think about that the next time you're being hard on yourself and saying like you're not motivated. Is that the core issue? Is it that you're not motivated, or is there other obstacles in your way? And try to identify those obstacles and do something about it. Like, I am a person of action. Like, I don't have time for a whole lot of talking. It's just not my personality. Like, I am about getting it done. Another thing I was struggling with was I was listening to a lot of these, speakers, and typically they're rich speakers, with all this wealth, that's telling you, you have to just go after your dream and take these big risks. And I started once again being hard on myself because I'm not necessarily a financial risk taker. And guess what? That's okay. That's my ministry. Some people are willing to risk being homeless behind their dream. And, and I look at the Steve Harvey story or the Tyler Perry story, being homeless, living in their car. That's not my ministry. Like, Shantae is not built to struggle that way. I am not a financial risk taker. That's okay for me. I have never had bad credit. I have never not been able to pay my bills because I'm just not a risk taker. I'm going to be safe in that regard because my reality is I don't have anybody else to rely on. If I can't do it, it can't get done. I don't have family members that's going to give me money or, just a family of wealth. That ain't where she comes from. So I'm not a risk taker in that regard, but that's okay. So as I was thinking about the next TurnFit product and venture, I'm not working right now and it's fine financially. However, the money is not coming in like it used to, obviously, because I don't have a job. And I say it time and time again, TurnFit is not a profitable company yet. Is it selling stuff? Yeah, it's selling, but what it took to get it going, have I gotten all my money back? No. Will I ever? No. Well, you know what? God, I'm not going to speak there. Yes, I will. But I have not gotten all my money back. So it's not a profitable business. But yes, I'm selling products. So with that being said, and not having a job, the money coming in is just not what it was. And I'm getting a job because I ain't built for a budget. So I need to get a job. But so it was making me nervous to start the new venture because this costs money. And so I'm like, can I afford to do it? Yes. Am I comfortable taking a huge financial risk? No. So I had to just kind of come to terms with God is allowing me this time to focus on TurnFit. And it's a blessing to be able to focus on TurnFit. So I need to do that. And so I need to take this time, step out of my comfort zone financially, not this huge risk, but just go ahead and start putting some things in place. So once I get a job and I'm not able to take off work to have these meetings in person and what have you, it's okay because I've laid the foundation and the ball is kind of rolling. So I needed to come to terms with that and be okay with my decision in doing that. And my hesitation wasn't about a lack of faith or anything like that. My hesitation was more or less, I'm just not impressionable in the sense of all these motivational speakers that's telling me to take these huge risks. I ain't with it. That's okay. You know what I mean? So this clip ended up being longer than I intended it to be, so I'm not going to ramble any more about it. But yeah, hopefully you guys got something out of that. I felt like I needed to share that with somebody because there are tons of entrepreneurs out there trying to grow their business, grow their brands, people that want to start something and they're feeling bad with this new year upon us about not being as motivated as other people appear to be behind all these hashtags and what have you. So don't get caught up in the hashtags of life. Get caught up in the actions. So what motivates you is what motivates you to be your best self. So what's good for the masses may not necessarily be what's good for you. So follow your heart, work within your comfort zone and do what you gotta do for your family, for your brand, for your happy, all of the above. Sorry for the long clip, but thank y'all for listening, and I will see you guys in the next clip. This is the Instagram post I was telling you guys about. Good morning. So while I'm sitting here, I can show you guys what's in my gym bag while I wait on Daddy. Of course, the swap trap, jump rope, staples in my gym bags, by the way, post-workout nutrition, Clorox wipes, workout gloves, earbud beats, and my regular beats. Never know what I'm going to be feeling. Posing heels, all kinds of bands, more bands, ankle strap for kickbacks, glute kickbacks, and that, oh, my forever gym towel. No smell. So there's something in my bag that stinks or smells sweaty, and I keep all the small stuff like the gloves and all that in like a little purse. The small beads, my hand sanitizers in there, a little stand to hold my cell phone if I want to record, more bands, and of course business cards. Oops. But there's something in my gym bag that has a stench, and I can't figure out what it is. It's not the towel, it's not the swab trap, which you would think it is, but literally holds no odor. But I can't figure out what it is. But anyway, that's what's in my gym bag. I see other people doing that on social media, so I thought I'd do it too since I had time. So this was not intended to be a full day of eating video. However, because I said that I was bloated and I'm trying to narrow down what is causing it, I'm going to be very intentional and conscious about what I eat today. So I thought I would share it so we can figure it out together. So I mentioned on my Instagram that the vegetables I'm sticking to today are the fresh green beans. So I just made 2 servings worth of that, romaine lettuce and cucumbers today. So I can try to narrow down what exactly it is that I'm eating. And I've been eating mandarin oranges, like little cuties. I'm gonna cut those today too. So meal 1 is a 1/3 cup of jasmine rice, a half of a Beyond Burger with a little bit of the sugar-free honey mustard sauce. And then I'm gonna do a serving of these green beans with it. And yeah, it's gonna be meal 1. So that's what this looks like. Can you see? So yeah, I'm just really trying to narrow it down as I get closer to my show. I need to figure out what I can eat, what I can't eat. This is again new territory for me because I am now vegetarian, and I'm gonna stick to it this time. I did it before, pescatarian, for like, I think I made it 5 months. But then we just found that we had a hard time getting a hard look with my physique with just fish, so we incorporated chicken and turkey. I don't want to do that this time. I'm straight vegetarian, no fish, no nothing, and so I need to allow my body time to adapt and figure it out, you know, in enough time. So that's why I am trying to like really hone in on what I'm eating, what's causing bloating, etc., etc. So Meal one, guys. Okay, fam, so stand back some. Forgive this scarf, I'm taking naps and carrying on. But, so this is a meal that I've been wanting to try because in theory, it just sounds amazing. So it is the cocoa instant cream of wheat. So I took 1 pack with a half a scoop of the chocolate mint cookie Formula 1. Mixed it all up. Looks like this. And if I tell you, this is so yummy, like it literally feels wrong. Like winning all day. It's so freaking good. Like this is gonna be my pre-workout. Like this could, see, a pack is 29 carbs. Like this could literally be like my, I don't know, it's amazing. I'm gonna have to find a way to fit this. Like the numbers are awesome, so it's not about finding a way to fit the macros in, but finding where it can fit into where it's almost like dessert, because it's so good. But it's my pre-workout meal, so after my salad for lunch, I'm gonna kind of wish I had dessert like this. Like, oh, that's what I could do. I could have salads for lunch and then have something like this for the post, because nailed it. Anyway, try it. This is meal 2. About to go do round 2. In this pre-workout, I have a rain instead of water, and I was able to do that because I have very little water left in my gallon that I can just kill when I get back. I am leaving out my next meal, which is chopped romaine lettuce and English cucumbers. I leave it out because I like my lettuce to be room temperature. I don't like cold lettuce, and I will add whatever I'm gonna add to it later. I must say this YouTube game is tough in the sense of it's a lot of work, and although my videos are pretty janky and don't look like it's a lot of work, it's a lot of work. So hopefully you guys are appreciating this. I definitely appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. I don't want this to just be a waste of time for you guys. So please, if you have anything in particular you would like to see along this prep journey, please let me know, because it's a lot of work for no one to be getting anything out of it. And just in a sense of like, just to stop and do this, I gotta put the ring light on and turn the light on over there and have this moment, and then I can't remember if I said it on Instagram or YouTube. Like, it's a whole thing. So not complaining, just saying I underestimated how much YouTubers actually put into it, and I can only imagine the people who have a lot of followers actually like giving them hell about their videos, or like really passionate about it, because I follow a few that I really like to see. Emily Hayden being one of them. And if their videos are like amazing with like the edits and all that, I just haven't gotten there yet, just because I'm not really sure how much longer I'm gonna be doing it, because if it's not really adding value for anybody, then it's kind of a lot of work for nothing. So I do enjoy it, and like I said probably 4 or 5 videos back, the idea that if something suddenly was to happen to me, a little morbid, so sorry, if something was to happen to me, like my kids could literally just go to YouTube and Google me and have 16 episodes of like just what I'm doing on a daily basis, because these are times that, especially when your kids are grown, they have no idea what your life looks like or what you're doing or what necessarily makes you happy every day. So that is like, if you had someone in your life die suddenly, wouldn't that be amazing if that was something you could do? Literally just go Google them and have a video of them healthy, happy, doing what they love. So that's a part of why I'm keeping this dream alive, but it's a lot of work. So those people that have amazing videos, I don't know how they do it. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here and go do round 2. Okay fam, don't judge me too harshly. I just got back from the gym, showered, and now I'm about to make this meal. I'm starving. So again, it's just the lettuce, 82 grams of the Gardenian meatless chicken strips. I'm about to stir fry that on the stove, cut it up and throw it in here, and I'm gonna use probably the Boca Farmhouse Caesar dressing on top. Probably throw some croutons, a serving worth of croutons in there, And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So that's going to be this meal. This is meal 3. Yeah, meal 3. Okay, I have literally been recording all morning. As you can see, I got all this here. I got my little sign behind me. I got my ring light. Like, it's been a whole thing. So, basically, I'm doing a giveaway. I announced it on my IG TV. So I'm going to close this video out here, but I'm going to go ahead and announce the giveaway here on my YouTube because it starts today and it ends on Friday. So I am giving away a Swap Trap bundle, which means you get your waist trimmer and your Swap Trap. If you're new here, the Swap Trap is a waist trimmer drying mat that works on any standard waist trimmer on the market. If you're watching this, you probably know who I am by now. My name is Shantae. I invented the Swap Trap. I own TurnFit. So the reason I started this giveaway though was because the IG story one, just so you know, is way prettier than this, but I feel like here in YouTube, we're family, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But basically, I'm doing this giveaway because I had done an IG TV story, and I mentioned why I like to compete, and I got an overwhelming amount of DMs as to reasons why other people like to compete, and they were really motivational, and so I just kind of wanted to get it out there and share it with the rest of the fitness community that think bodybuilding is just a vanity sport, and that's why we do this, because it's so not. So what you're getting in this giveaway is a Swap Trap bundle. Voila, this is the waist trim itself, pocket for your cell phone, small Velcro on the back, textured rubber so it doesn't slip around as easy. You'll get the sports bra, which is what I have on. You will get the headband bundle, which is our top selling, is the Diva collection. And then you'll get the unisex tank top, which looks like this. So go ahead and enter now, men or women, because I have black on black Swap Traps too. So fellas, we did not forget about you. Go ahead and enter as well. And if you are a yogi, a hot yogi specifically, we have Yo Traps. I'm gonna do a giveaway on that next week. So go ahead and follow the IG accounts now so that you don't miss that giveaway. So to enter this giveaway, follow both IG accounts. I'm not sure if I already said this. I'm tired. Anyway, follow both IG accounts. Tag 3 friends in the comments of the video on IG and do a story on your IG stories tagging myself so that I can repost it, because again, that's the whole point of this, is so that people can understand why it is we do what we do. So enter the giveaway. I will announce on Friday morning, and I cannot wait to see who wins. Yay. Thank you guys for watching this video. Oh, I did not talk about what this week's check-ins was like. It was great. I'm down to 148, so yay. So I've been hitting about 1.5 to 2 pounds a week, so perfect, or more actually, but I will take 1.5 to 2 pounds a week going forward. So so check-ins went good. I meant to try to get that on video, but I didn't get a chance. So I want to just make sure I close the video out here, say thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Tell someone else about the channel, subscribe, like the video, and I appreciate you. See you next time.